What is up, Magic fans? The Orlando Magic finally paced victory in the final preseason game of the season, defeating the Philadelphia 76ers 114-99, keeping those Philadelphians under 100 points. Jay, it's good to see you here. I know we don't want to overreact too much to preseason, but there were a lot of good things that we can take away from this. So let's just start, though, with our guy, our cornerstone player, Paolo Banchero, 21, 6, and 3, 8 of 13 from the field. He had 12 in the first quarter. Jay, to me, it looked like he just was focused on, I'm getting buckets tonight. Nobody's stopping me. I'm trying to get into my regular season rhythm. Some of the earlier preseason games, it looked like he was trying to get his teammates involved, trying to be a good guy, trying to spread the ball, which is great. But tonight, it looked like Paolo was in attack mode, and he gets 21 on awesome efficiency. Again, 8 of 13. I just got to love what you see from Paolo, right, Jay?
Oh, man, for sure. Like, dude, there's no way that by the end of this season, Paolo is not in the top 20 NBA players, like active NBA players. There's no way. He looked amazing last night. I mean, Paolo's doing what he does. He's coming for blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. He's ready to go to war.
The biggest thing right here for me was, I mean, the starters played pretty solid. The first 2 minutes was a little shaky. I was talking to second cousin out there, Eric, about that. But other than that, they got it under. They got stable. Kenny looked good. KCP, as you said, he brought exactly what we needed. Hit a couple threes, and man, the defense, Uncle Kenny, the defense does look different with him on the perimeter along with Jalen Suggs. Something that I was kind of keeping an eye on was, you know, how many times we turned them over and got into transition. And a lot has been made about our offensive woes. You know, we don't have the most prolific offense. And so how can we improve that? Well, getting a guy like Kenny, Uncle Ken, he's turning good defense into easy offense. There were a couple easy breakaways tonight.
For sure.
Where if we can keep doing that, all right, we may not be the most barn-burning, high-scoring team, but if we're holding teams under 99, and I know it's the preseason, if we're getting a little bit more off of our defense, that's gonna be some wins throughout the season.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. So obviously we're doing this recap the following morning. So I was able to watch the post-game interviews, and one of the things that Paolo said was, as he was driving up to the arena, he just felt the energy and just the overwhelming sense of how many fans were out. And he was like, he basically questioned, he was like, damn, for a preseason game? Yeah, man, we out here, bro. Like this is the greatest the Magic has felt in a really, really long time. And I mean, we here for it for sure. Like, the preseason game, man. So even though it's a preseason game, we're here, man. This is how we get to gauge where we're gonna go, our good little start, and all these things. So I mean, it's a good measuring tool.
Yeah, it is just the preseason, but we didn't want to leave the preseason without getting a win. So the Magic finally get a win. Yeah, all right, Sixers fans, if you're in here, we know it's an injured and beleaguered 76ers team, but that might be the same damn team you have all year, because you got Paul George, who has been an injury liability, and Joel Embiid, former MVP, tremendous player, but the knock on him has been injury-riddled. So this might be the actual team. And with Tyrese Maxey getting a little bit of a jammed thumb, man, we could have seen the starting lineup for the 76ers on opening night. If I'm a Sixers fan, I'm feeling a little uneasy. As Magic fans, folks out there that were hoping for to win the Paul George sweepstakes, I hope you're feeling a little bit better in understanding that, hey, we didn't get an older player who was going to take any shine or touches really from our main guys, and instead we get KCP, who is an Iron Man, who plays, I think, an average, they said it in pregame, 75 games per year. I mean, the guy doesn't miss any time. So I'm feeling really good about the perimeter defense. Jalen Suggs, you talked about it. It's, still a work in progress. I don't want to go too critical of how he's playing at the point yet. I want to give the man time because this is a transition and it's not an easy thing to do. And he had 7 assists. I mean, the team overall, we want to talk about assists, 32 assists. The ball is moving. And I like that as a part of our offense. We averaged 24.7 assists per game last year. So 32, an 8 assist improvement. That just shows you what Coach Mosley has been preaching is move the ball, move the ball. Everyone can generate offense. It's kind of that amorphous offense that we've been hearing about. Everyone's going to get a chance to touch it and make decisions with the ball. And guys are starting to make better decisions. So we're starting to see these assist numbers come up.
Yeah, man. I mean, AB and Suggs. Let's talk about AB. You know,
Yes.
AB and Suggs together, right, went for 15 assists. Like you said,
That's
I'm not gonna criticize Suggs that much because, like, come on now, like anybody who watches basketball, they know the point is one of the most like difficult positions to play because you're playmaking. You know what I'm saying? And like Suggs is now going from having to just think, all right, well, let me get my shot going, and he's got to go from that, play defense, all that. Now he's got to be like, all right, let me space the floor a little bit. Let me, do what I got to do and look for the open man. And like, it's a whole different mindset shift. So
yeah. But AB, as you brought it up, where's my AB points? AB, I think, and this is a little bit of shade maybe. He's the best point guard that we have right now on the team in terms of creating off the dribble, being able to break guys down off the dribble, get into the paint with his head up and just dissect a defense. I think he's the best point guard we have. How long can we keep him out of the starting point guard role? I think probably the coaching staff lets this year go and gives Jalen that year. But, man, Anthony Black, 8 points, 8 assists, 2 of 3 from 3 as well. And that was the big knock on Anthony Black. Is he going to be able to shoot when he came into the league? And, yeah, it's not the quickest release. It's a nice little set shot. But the thing goes in, and isn't that what matters? And 2 of 3 is great. And he shot the ball really well from beyond the arc last year, and we're beginning to see that's not a blip. Like, this guy can shoot from beyond the arc. Maybe he's not going to be doing any crazy step backs or anything like some dynamic point guards out there. But with his size and defense, and now adding the offensive repertoire with 8 assists, like this is definitely, I see the vision. I understand maybe why Weltman in the front office didn't want to get into a long-term deal with any of the free agent point guards out there who may have wanted it and just said, no, we're going to let Suggs do his thing because we got a guy coming up right now in Anthony Black that is going to be our point guard in the next couple years. And, man, youngest guy on the team, still only 20 years old. I love the ceiling that just keeps going up for Anthony Black.
It really does, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I wasn't so hot on, obviously just it's all situational, like based on, where we're sitting at, right? So like I wasn't so hot on the AB pick, like, but his growth, I've been watching, like just obviously watching his growth and everything. And I'm like, I'm picking up what they're putting down, like he's going to be good, man. He really, really impressed me last night. Just like there was one pass where I thought he was going to drive and I thought he was going to make that rookie mistake of like trying to go for the shot. And he found Jonathan Isaac and like, it was just a great play. Like Jonathan Isaac slammed it in, right? It was very questionable from the angle that I saw it, but
yeah, I know which play you're talking about.
He definitely, I'm super stoked on what he can do and what he can bring.
So the depth of this team, Jay, is where it's insane. And that's where we're going to find a lot of wins because it's a struggle for guys. I know Cole Anthony was sick today, and that's the reason they gave for him, playing limited minutes tonight. But it's just tough to get all these guys on the floor. And other teams are not going to be able to compete with our depth. And as it gets deeper into the season and fatigue starts to set in on guys' legs and the monotony of the 82 games starts to go, our bench is going to be able to step up big. And it makes me definitely less anxious too. Knock on wood. There's wood here. If injuries pop up, no big deal, man. We can go super, super deep. And Jet Howard, again, another great game. 11 points on 3 of 6 from 3. That's what Magic fans were after. I mean, it wasn't a good 3-point shooting night for the team, 32.4% from 3. That was a little bit under our average, but hey, if we can shoot above 30%, I think most Magic fans, from the trauma we've had of past 3-point shooting, we're like, praise little baby Jesus. Give me 32.4% from 3 every single night. I'll take it. The turnovers still, though, that's the thing that the coaching staff has really been bemoaning all preseason. 17 turnovers, still too many. Against a very injured 76ers team. That's how you lose against inferior teams, is turning the ball over. I definitely want to see that like down to 14 or under per game. That seemed to be the sweet spot. If we turn the ball over less than 14 times, we won the game. But now we're going into the season with that sweet taste of victory, and we have our cross-state rivals, the Miami Heat, coming in about a week. Jay, are you going to be in the building? Are you going to be there opening night?
I'm going opening night. Opening night is against
Heat,
opening night
right?
at home. No,
Yeah.
so the actual opening season game is in
Got it.
Miami. So I
That's
will
it.
not make it there, but
No.
I will be in there for the Brooklyn one.
Okay. A nice,
yeah.
easy warm-up to the season. We're inviting the Brooklyn Nets.
Let's get it, man.
Got to get that victory. And how are you feeling out there, Second Cousins? How are you feeling about this team now that we've seen some preseason action? The roles are starting to be a little bit more defined. Goga Batadze with another great night. Wendell getting bodied a little bit by Andre Drummond, but so does everybody. It's good to see Wendell back on the floor at least, Jay.
Yeah, I agree. And, as we all know, Wendell's strong suit is more of the offensive side. He lacks a little bit in that, just kind of like shot stopper, blocker, all that stuff. But
yeah,
the fact that he's on the floor, like you said, is good to see. And he went, let me see here, looking for this thing. He went 5 for 8. So I mean, it's doing what he could do.
Solid, like not doing too much, and just another big body, dynamic guy back. Again, adding to the extreme depth of this team. I'm feeling really good about this season going into it. Let us know. As you said, there's so much excitement in the city. Beautiful.
Great, man.
Let us know how you're feeling in the comments, Second Cousins. And make sure, everybody, it's just we're doing a quick turnaround this year. We're going to be down in Florida for Court Cousins Night, December 26th. Yes, the day after little baby Jesus comes into this world. We will be at a Magic's game celebrating when this man came into the world, Jay. So we'll be out there. Man. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be cutting the net down again. Come out, hang out. The link for those tickets is in the description. Jay, good luck at your tournament, sir. It's always good to see you, homie. And until next time we meet, it's going to be Magic regular season basketball, baby. Are you ready for this?
Woo!
Let's go. Peace out, Second Cousins. Oh, yeah.